Hey everybody, Leslie here. How are you? Wanted to welcome you. If this is your first time viewing a video on my channel, welcome. Feel free to post comments, questions below, and always check the description box. Not on this video right away, but later on I will post some links. But other videos that I've done, I would say last week's, look at some of the links in the description box where I talk about, there's 2 steps I say to take if you're trying to get into this field. Take a look at my book on Amazon, Legal Break-In. The link will be below in one of my previous videos. And then take a look at my website. And the link will be below in the previous video for that, called lesliesansonewilliams.com. Okay? And podcasts are available on the website, blog posts that will help you. Also, information about the Paralegal Inner Circle class that's coming up. The registration will be in January the 5th. Right after the new year, a good time to start a new career. And that will benefit you, okay, to enroll in that class. But get on the wait list, by the way, for that. So today we're going to talk about paralegal conversations in the workplace, and I'm going to talk about a couple other areas as well of things to avoid in the workplace. The first one is stay out of politics. The conversations regarding politics cannot help you unless you're in the same political party and you're all agreeing on the same subject matter. But how common is that? So I would say be careful with politics and gossip, of course. I've talked about gossip before. And divulging personal things about yourself, getting into long conversations, and thinking that your colleagues, your coworkers are your best buds when that's not always the case. They have their own best interests at heart. When it comes right down to it, they do. So be very, very careful with how much you just throw out there. And understand that it's drilled into attorneys' heads not to show their cards. They don't do that in the courtroom, and they don't usually do it in the workplace. So be careful about tipping your hand, showing your cards. You don't know who you can trust. And it's better to have your friends outside of the workplace than to think that these are your best buds here, that have your best interest at heart at all times. It's not the case usually. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is be very careful about using email for personal use on your work computer, using your work computer to play games, using your work computer to start journaling. Now, I know somebody in a law firm I worked in who was doing that, and I didn't read the journal, but somebody else did and was making fun of it. That's the only reason I knew about it. And that was appalling to me. Number one, that they were making fun. Number two, that she would do something that ridiculous. You can't, I don't even care. I don't care if it's password protected. Don't do that there at the law office, okay, or any place you work. If you need to journal, and hey, go for it. But have a paper journal that you keep. If you're a guy, have it small enough you can keep in your pocket, or a woman that you put it in your purse and write in it on your own time and not on the law firm's time or on their computer. There are ways to track every keystroke that you make on your computer to see if you're goofing off. And you may not know that, but they can do that. And so be very careful about sending emails, using instant messaging between colleagues, and just having a high old time, and then everything is tracked. Every word, every letter is tracked. Every keystroke that you make can be tracked. So if that didn't make the blood drain from your head, I don't know what will. But be very careful about doing things that are personal on the company computer and on their time. Bring your own laptop or tablet, or use your smartphone. But if you're looking to apply to another job, then you can have all that on your tablet or laptop and do it on your lunch hour. Find some place that has free Wi-Fi locally. Go sit in a coffee shop, for crying out loud, and just go do it. But don't do that at the law firm. And you even using your own stuff, because if you stay in for lunch and they have Wi-Fi, the law firm does, I still would go someplace else. And you can technically say you did nothing at the law firm that was personal. Okay. In many law firms, there can be that one person. In one law firm, I had probably 6 or 7 when I first started there that were complete troublemakers. Gossipers, were out for blood, were out for no good thing. And they were used to acting that way, and nobody curtailed it before I got there. And then I was, the first week I was there, first day I was there, they wanted to gossip about my attorney. And they were actually looking at me as a complete dope for taking that job. And honestly, it was one of the best jobs from a standpoint of doing paralegal work that I've ever had, because I got to do so much case management, and I was on my own so much. So I was using everything I knew to do this correctly. And so I fought to keep that job and fought to stay there. At one point, they switched me to another attorney, and it wasn't because my attorney was unhappy. There were other reasons that happened. And then I fought to get my job back, and I did within 6 weeks. So, once I got my job back, one of the people that was very nasty to me initially came up and apologized and said, that was pretty incredible that you got your job back. And I said, I think it's just a principle of the thing. And I also said, nobody takes my job from me like that. That was really rude. And so, but be careful with any utterance to anybody else. Keep it light. Try not to get into super deep conversations with people that you barely know, and especially the people that you work with. It's better to do that outside the law firm where nobody outside of the law firm has a vested interest in deep sixing you or tanking you in your job or stripping the job from you, because believe me, that goes on. All right, so just wanted to give you a heads up. Just keep this shut and watch yourself with how much personal stuff you actually do at a law firm. It should be 0. And you need to text, because you need to check in on your kids. Tell your attorney that you need to check in on your children at school or whatever it is, if that's what you're doing. It's not just like that you're just texting, and just say you wanted to make sure that was okay, and just get it out on the table, okay? And do that. Don't do it in a sly way where it looks like you're just texting, your friends or, something like that. So have it out on the table, okay, that this is what you need to do. And, don't tell everybody your business. I have a great day. Let me know in the comments below any questions, any comments about this topic, or you have questions about something else. I would love to hear from you. And have a great day. All right. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.